Hey guys, okay, I have another story. I don't remember if I talked about this guy or not. So if I did, my apologies in advance, but I thought I'd talk about this story because, first off, another narcissist in our life. But I think what happens is when you're raised in a narcissist family, you tend to know better, and then you gravitate towards other narcissists outside of the family. And so this is what happened, is that when we lived in the other state, it was a condo, so we had a community pool. And we would go on Sundays, and there was this neighbor, or part of the community pool guy, would come and go swimming as well. And my family made friends with him. He was a nice guy. We had fun. So we'd only see him on Sundays. And let's just put it this way. The therapist told me that most narcissists fool you in the beginning. They have their charm. You think they're awesome. Those aren't the people that that is not who they are. Let's just put it that way. Let's just say in later down the line when they expose who they really are and you miss the old person of them, that old person of them was never who they were to begin with. It was all false. They were trapping you into their life so they can play their little game with you. And you've already invested, so you don't leave right away. So now that I know about narcissism, I'm a lot smarter, and if I see that in somebody, I immediately don't even invest. It's like red flags, don't even bother. Just keep it real civil, real shallow, and civil as well. Anyway, so we made friends with this guy. It was pretty cool. We saw him every Sunday. Oh, can't wait to come Sunday, hang out with you-know-who, blah, blah, blah. So a year or two goes by, and we're thinking this guy's awesome, right? So we decided to invite him at our house, and we would go and hang out on our patio and have a couple of drinks and have fun. This guy is awesome. Well, now it came to the part where I think we were becoming good friends at this point, not just neighbors that we see on a Sunday. And to be honest, I think, I don't know how a narcissist works, but it seems like once you disappoint them the first time around, all hell breaks loose. Then the games start. Because it seemed like everything was fine until I made one comment that I think might have triggered the narcissism to come out. Because I don't know if narcissists are like that with everybody or not, or just certain people they can play, and then they know you're a good target. Because I can't see, are narcissists friends with other narcissists? I don't know if they would be unless they were both being that way to the same person. I don't know if they could do that to each other because they both know better. Because trust me, my narc sister knows right away. She's very judgy. She's quick to say, that person's weird. I'm not hanging out with them. So she obviously knows who she can play and who she can't play. Anyway, so I had made a comment in a joking manner because he said something. It was about owning the condos versus renting the condos. And I was jokingly, because we had owned our condo and I thought he owned his too. And he goes, oh, no, I'm just a dirty renter. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I've never heard of that term before. But apparently where I used to live, being a renter was like insulting. I don't see that out here where I live now, where people are normal and down to earth. But where it was very superficial and all about image, I guess being a renter was an insult. So not knowing that, I was just playing the game back and saying, oh yeah, you're just a dirty renter, just jokingly. Like, it was nothing personal about it, But it just seemed like ever since that conversation went down, the game started to play. Like, he started playing mind games with us. And it was like, huh. So like, one of them would be like when my husband lost his job because the restaurant he worked at closed down. He was in his 50s. It was really hard to find a job, especially where we were. It just seemed like people, I can't, say this in facts, but it just seemed like they were age discriminating. But that's just, they're not going to admit to that, but we had a hard time. And now our neighbor knew this, and he just kept bragging about the jobs he was getting so easily. And then he even he had a girlfriend or fiance. I don't know what she was at the time, but he goes, "Oh yeah, they're hiring at her work. Call this number." And then my husband called the number, and the person was like, "No, we're not hiring. There's no jobs available." Like, it was an actual phone number to the place, but it was like not, it wasn't, they were just like, "Huh? Like, why? No, like, what are you talking about?" It was kind of one of those things. And then when I tried to inquire about it, they totally like ignored me and kind of, not really ignored me, but kind of ignored the subject, like pretended they didn't know what I was talking about, kind of, and just kind of blew it off. And I'm like, that's, I don't know if they're playing games with us or what his deal is, but it seemed like ever since then he would brag about, like, he sold stuff. He was a salesman, so he would talk about the sale he made, how much money he's going to be making this year, and it was just constant. And he was never like that before. And it was to the point that when he would come over and would hang out on the patio and he would leave, we'd both be kind of like depressed. Like, God, that was a really weird visit. Um, he just kept playing mind games. And I don't know if I told you about this one, but there was one time, maybe I did, but there was one time, like, because I at times clean houses. So, and in the past, like, he would invite us to his parties at his condo. He always had these Christmas parties. So we were always invited to them. And lately we weren't invited. We kind of strayed away. They kind of weren't hanging out as much anymore, and but we were still friends, even though I started seeing the red flags on the whole thing. So I started to kind of not hang out as much with them anymore and invite them over, but we weren't on bad terms. Anyway, he tends to lie a lot. And one time he said, "Hey, can you clean my condo? I'm getting it ready for a family gathering." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem." So I was over there, and a friend of his showed up. She was dropping something off. And oh yeah, before I even started cleaning, he was there before he left. He goes, "Oh yeah, yeah, can you clean the patio area too? Because I'm gonna have some people. My cousins are coming over, and they're gonna like put some beer in the coolers out there." And yeah, he was like totally describing what was going down. I was like, "Oh yeah, whatever." So him and his fiance left to go shopping, and I'm cleaning, and then his friend shows up, and she's dropping something off for the party. And she's like, "All right, well, I'll see you tonight." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" "Oh, it's the Christmas party, the annual Christmas party." I'm like, "Oh, well, I'm not invited, apparently. I was just for the family gathering." I thought. And she kind of looked like, "Ooh, oops." And then she left, and I'm like, "Whatever. I'm not even going to mention it to him because what an ass, right?" So there's that. And then also when we moved, we kind of live near a tourist type area where you come out for work reasons. And so here he is, like, he goes, "Hey, I'm going to be out." And, like, he went out of his way to tell me this. I don't mind if people are out here and they can't see me. They can't see me. They're not obligated to have to see me. But he actually went out of his way to say, "Hey, I'm going to be out there, but I'm going to be so busy I'm not going to be doing anything but my work stuff. So maybe next time I'm out." I'm like, "All right, that's fine." And then sure enough, on his Facebook, he's sitting there posting that they went here and they went there. And I mean, everything non-work related. I'm like, "So you had time to do this stuff, and I'm literally 15 minutes away from these things that I could have came over and said hi." I was like, "All right, gotcha." And you had to post it on Facebook so I would see that. Gotcha. Like, it was just a mind game, and it was at that point, after that and many other things that he would do, that I'm like, "You know what? I've already been there, done that, and I know about narcissism now, and I'm tired of giving this guy a chance after chance. I'm out." So I've blocked him since. It's been almost a year, and I haven't talked to him since. I'm like, "Screw you. I don't need a friend." Like, what kind of friend is that? Really? So I've definitely been a lot more smarter about. It took me a while with this one as well, because I was just like, when I first met him, I didn't know anything about narcissism. Just started learning big time more about it since last year. So now that I'm more aware of it, I'm definitely um, quick to cut it. So I just wanted to let you know that don't be fooled by these people. They are charming in the beginning, and don't think that, like, "Oh, that's the old style person. That's how they used to be." That's not how they ever were be. That ever was. They were never like that. They were just like that to suck you in to their little drama. So please know that that's never the person they actually were. It was just a, I don't know if it's a game, a phase, a plain, a character actor or an actor. I don't know what you want to call it, but anyway, it was fake this whole entire time. just to suck you in, just to see if you would invest in this friendship so they can mess with you. Because he enjoyed drama. He even caused a feud between me and my cousin when we never had a problem, and he caused a feud between us, and we're fine now. But he would like tell her one thing and tell me one thing just to create drama. Oh my God, horrible. So there you go, guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.